I don't know. I just.
Hi folks, welcome to the latest Craig Houston Talks 2 Live. Houston may have a problem, and we've not had one for a couple of weeks, so I've been off the horse for a while and thought I'd jump back on it before I take a week off because I'm going on holiday next week. But don't really know why have we not done them? We're kind of doing, what, 2 to 3 a week, and then it just kind of stopped, so
Well,
um,
there's only one person that can do them. That's you.
yeah,
It's
even though
your
I've got
show.
full-powered Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I mean, was that not the whole purpose of getting that supersonic Wi-Fi so you could do these
Is it?
lives?
My supersonic Wi-Fi is fine, Kev. It's just when you get people with council Wi-Fi logging in to talk on them and they messes it up for me, so it's your fault.
Oh,
But
straight in there.
anyway, aye, what's going on? Right, I wanted to get a wee breather because I'm going to miss something quite important and I'm absolutely raging. And that is the protest you're organising, Stephen, on Saturday in Aberdeen. Do you want to tell everybody about it?
Aye, well, as you know, Aberdeen's the most protested city in Scotland. Sometimes three, there's actually one tonight that I'm missing, but sometimes as much as 3 times a week. We did 2 in one day on Sunday. So the SNP stupidly announced that they're holding their annual national conference, a 3-day event in Aberdeen. So it would be rude, mate, to rock up and tell them exactly what we think of them for the whole 3 days.
Now, do
People
you
talk.
think they planned it on during my holiday, or do you think that was just luck of the draw for them?
I think you scared them out of Glasgow and they thought they'd escape up here. And then they heard you were
Aye,
going on
and
holiday and they were like, result.
we'll do it that. I'm actually genuinely gutted. See when you put the poster up, it's like shit. I'm flying out the day before. I'm driving down south Thursday, so I'm going to. I'm actually raging. I hope somebody will make a live stream it so I can sit with a gin and tonic or some stupid cocktail and see what you're up to. So what's the plan, Stephen? What's on the go? What can people expect on Saturday for those that are coming?
Well, hopefully we can expect to see Humza useless and co actually passing the protest. I'm still not heading any word, but I've picked a prime location for us. So I've told them as well as that it's not a request, it's a demand. That's the spot we want. We're taking it. I've ensured there's sterile areas all around us. There's nothing they can do to stop us now. Obviously, we've got UK first, Kevin Durant's first speech on behalf of yourself. So that's got to be class. We've got obviously we had some cancels, but we have got hoping we're hoping that we've got John Hall Senior for Aberdeen. Got to do a speech as well. I've just made the poster. It's class. We have got also first Mr. Buckfast, Stephen Mitchell. He's got to be doing a speech on digital ID and that kind of thing. Your Auntie McDonald's, your Bill Gates kind of stuff. That's his kind of area. The government, digital IDs. That's his preferred topic. He's getting left at. He's wanted to do one for a while, but he's never plucked up the courage enough. So this morning we phoned down Panic Station saying we're needing you. So he's up for it. We've got Josh Fernie, obviously a regular in Aberdeen now. Myself, I'll be doing a speech for the anti-SNP. We've got Alan Wilson, the other co-founder of Peterhead United. He'll be doing a couple of speeches. And then we've got the main attraction. We've got Alex Kearney, the Spartan Child Protection Team, coming up. It's the Scottish Government, his and our children, the victims, the lack of persecution the criminals get, the abusers get. They get up scot-free. They're treated better than the victims. So it's great. Looking forward to Kev's first live speech. So it's got to be if I got everybody there. 1, 2. Oh no, Kev said that Martin Gotchi's coming up from Epping as well.
Yeah.
I think he's got to be live streaming. I actually spoke to him. He'll be live streaming, I'm guessing. Mr. Buckfast will be live streaming. Alright, so you'll get to see everything from start to finish.
Mm-hmm. I think
It'll be noisy. It'll be.
Yeah. You got PA and all that sorted, some music for entertainment.
Well, I think you'll remember from our first one, we were worried about playing music and what licenses you needed, blah blah blah. So now we've got everything sorted, and I'll be rocking up to Rule Britannia. Definitely. I won't play anything we want to. We're completely covered, so.
Good. So, Kev, you've been in and out the room.
Plenty of music, plenty of speakers.
Right. So, can you hear me okay, Stephen?
I can hear you now, aye.
Can you hear me, Stephen?
I can hear you fine.
Something wrong with Stevie's Wi-Fi this time. He's very, very blurry and the sound's going in and out and in and out. Anyway, so Kev, you're making a guest appearance at Aberdeen and you're going to take a mic. I think Norrie has got you sussed though.
Do you know what, man? Just can't. Do you know what? Take a night off for us. I mean, for God's sake,
it's your catchphrase. Don't fight
it. Catchphrase. It's your catchphrase.
My catchphrase is cheery bye now.
Aye, right? And Kev's changed.
No, that's your catchphrase. I got your catchphrase.
I didn't go about saying Kev's changed.
No, well, okay, we've got your slogan that everybody identifies you with, right?
No, but
it's adding to your fame and your mistake.
Your missus started off with calling me Denzel, and everybody calls me Denzel, and you started, you've changed.
Denzel's changed.
I've not changed.
Norrie thinks you've changed.
Ah, well, that's because Norrie listens to your part.
I like Norrie.
I like Norrie too, but he's listening to your part too much.
Norrie's a good man of judgment. He's good character. So, back to the point, right? There you go. Norrie's keeping up here. Don't resist the love, Kev. We know you've changed. What's happened in Epping? I don't know what has happened in Epping, Norrie. Jump on and tell us what's happened in Epping. Just remember, folks, this is meant to be a phone-in show. So if you're on YouTube, just go into the description. There's a link there to StreamYard Studio. It'll bring you straight in. If you're on Twitter, it should be in the title. And just copy and paste that and stick it in. So there we go. Scott's jumping into the bandwagon. Yvonne, she says you need a cuddle. And
at least somebody gives me some love on this platform.
There's Jenny. You've got the damsels lining up to show you some love.
There you go. I'm getting some love.
You happy now, aye?
I'm happy now, aye.
Right, back to the question I've been trying to ask you for about 10 minutes. Right. You've decided you're going to talk up in Aberdeen, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, you've done a sort of semi-talk when we went down to Epping. You just got handed a megaphone and you just went there, right?
Aye.
Why Aberdeen? What's changed?
Well, I got a phone call for you this morning with two options. Either I talk or I talk on your behalf. So I was talking either way now.
Right, so you were bullied into it.
No, I mean, look, I know you're gutted about not being there on Saturday.
Yeah.
So I don't mind filling in on your behalf on Saturday. I mean, look, if I was ever going to do my first ever talk, it would be at Peterhead or Aberdeen, because I've done most of my protesting up that neck of the woods, and they boys have been good to us all anytime we go up there. The Epping one, as you know, was just kind of off the cuff. I mean, I got asked a question and I just went with it. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just as fed up as anybody else. I don't think I look. I just speak the same language as anybody else. I mean, that's a long and short of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm doing it because I know how pissed off you are about not being at it. And obviously, Stevie couldn't afford to get you. I mean, imagine not being able to spend $1,000 on a projector for you, big, to put your face
Do you
out the
know,
side of the building.
that actually started as a joke, right? Because I was like, Stevie, I'm on holiday. I fly out the day before it. I'm absolutely gutted. I mean, just get me a big screen and we'll do a kneel on. It was a joke. And then the next thing he's away trying to price screens and stuff. Now, to be honest with you, it would have been some laugh, right? But
I would have.
can you imagine me saying to Gillian, I'm away to do a live stream to a protest in Aberdeen while I'm on holiday? You know what I mean?
Mate,
It's like 2
do
weeks
you know what
away with
makes it
me.
funnier though? You imagine, right? As John Swinney and that's walking into that building, your face appears on the side of that building. That would just be absolutely that'd be brilliant. That would just be hilarious, man. But
Well,
I
here
mean, I'm
you.
disappointed.
A Lilo.
I'm just disappointed in Stevie. You know what I mean? Not being able to put $1,000 together to put that up on the screen for you, big man. I mean, you think about it, right? He's had all that money for his television appearances on STV and all that. Do you know what I mean? You could have shelled some of that money out for him.
I know, wee bit is. Anyway, Digital ID is saying, is it right enough they're making repeat protests illegal, or is that just in England? Right, where it is, they're giving the police powers. Now, this is a pure farce, right? Listen to me here. The government asked the Palace mob not to protest the day after the incident in Manchester. And they said, we can't stop it. Well, you can stop it. You've always had legislation to stop protests. You can put a section, whatever it is, in place at any protest you want for practically any reason you want and disperse a protest as quickly as that, which we have seen. We've seen it with Tommy Robinson, one at Downing Street about 6-9 months ago. And they give you like 20-minute notice to get off the street or you'll be arrested. So you can do these things. So they claimed they couldn't. And then what they done in the aftermath of it, because the public were a bit angry, right? They said, we're going to give the police new powers to stop protests. But the new powers that they're going to give them is to stop repeat protests. So what that means is the Pally mob, like this weekend in Glasgow, they're meeting at the Central Station. The last one they would have met at Glasgow Green. The one before that they would have met at the art galleries. Right? So they're no repeat protests because they're at different places. The only repeat protests we have in the United Kingdom right now are outside hotels. So right away when I seen that wee ad on Monday or Tuesday, I went, nah, you're at it. And watch this space. The only people that will be prosecuted, stop doing this, will be people at asylum hotels. Because if that's the way it's worded, repeat, and you're only having a protest for the first ever time in Argyle Street, for example, then that's not a repeat protest. And then you want to come into town the next week and have one in Sauchiehall Street. Well, that's not a repeat protest. So what they're saying is when there's been repeated inconveniences to the local residents at a location. So you take Epping Hotel, for example. That'll probably be the first to get it. Anyway, we've got a guest coming in and he's disappeared.
See, just before you go on, Craig, I mean, here's the thing about this as well, right? There's that pro-Pally mob openly put out a post today calling for everybody to head to Glasgow on Saturday and close Glasgow down. That shouldn't be allowed.
No, it says close Glasgow down.
They've openly stated what their intentions are on Saturday. The police should be, the minute they roll into Glasgow on Saturday, the police should get a grip of them and start lifting them right away. Because that's disruption.
There's Yvonne come up with a good point. The Great Unwashed got to use the steps at Buchanan Street, which was a privilege that we were denied 2-3 weeks ago when we had ours. Good point with Daz. The SNP have closed Glasgow down years ago. Well, that was what I tweeted about this. I went a town that's already, a city centre that's already ravaged by footfall, a lack of footfall. Anybody want to close it down and make it even more so needs a good slap in the head. Do you know what I mean? You need to get a bit of common sense. Oh, by the way, forgot to share with you because I've not been doing lives. I was at court last week and my draconian bail conditions, which included some strange things, have been lowered slightly. So I can now talk about Glasgow City Councillors except one, which is, I find that's fair, right? So I thought it was unfair that I couldn't talk about any. So I will be doing some Glasgow City Council. I've got a wee bag of stuff that I've not been able to put out for 4 months because I couldn't mention any Glasgow City Councils. And it got that stupid, right? Somebody sent a message about a fortnight ago saying there's a protest this afternoon outside a nursery school in Penilee in Glasgow because they've been given 3 weeks notice that it's to shut. So I grabbed my camera stuff and I jumped along there and interviewed 3 of the mums. The 3 of the mums, 2 of them mentioned a councillor by name, the councillor that was trying to help them with their problems. I had to take that out of my video. That's how stupid and it was nothing to do with my case, the councillor that they mentioned. So I've had that and other conditions around my neck for 4 months since I arrested. So I'll be able to open up about Glasgow City Council stuff that I've had annoying me for 4 months. So hopefully I'm going to get one. I'm going to try. I need to go outside and do a bit of outside recording for a special one. Hopefully I can get up early enough tomorrow and get some time to do that. But Glasgow, here we come. I'm back in the game.
I'm back in the game. So
right, here's
what's the
UK Fifer. UK Fifer, you need to start coming in at 7 o'clock because we've just gave Stevie about 10 minutes to talk about his. But we'll recap for you, mate. There's Saturday, I believe there's 2 on Saturday. I believe Perth's having, as usual, you need to check their socials just to get the timing. And hopefully the one that's going to get a massive crowd is up in Aberdeen at the SNP's conference where Stevie, this guy here, has organised along with the folk in Aberdeen and Peter Heater got together and they're having a big protest outside that. So that's happening. And I think that's the 2. I'm not sure what Falkirk's doing this weekend. I think, were they on tonight, Kev?
No, they're on tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, which is
Tuesday
Wednesday.
Today, isn't it? It's Wednesday.
This is definitely Tuesday, all day.
Yes, so they're on tomorrow night. I think it's a 5:30 kick-off. I'm not so sure about the weekend. Do you know what? I'm quite disappointed about this one at the weekend. I mean, I know the Aberdeen boys and Peterhead boys have been going down to Perth and the likes and supporting them. And knowing the importance to this one on Saturday, you would have thought everybody would have just kind of come together and everybody would have headed up to Aberdeen for this one. But
well, there's a one that's going to conflict is Dundee.
Sorry?
You get one in Dundee as well. You get one in Dundee and one in Perth. It would have been good if there was a real big one like this SNP one. You kind of got to think special. It would have been good if everybody had coordinated, but it's not happening. So just need to get on with it.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, people protest whenever they want. I mean, nobody's got carte blanche on it. Do you know what I mean? But I think for what this one was on Saturday, I thought it would have been good for the likes of Dundee and Perth to maybe put it on a bit later on. And then everybody could have turned up to Aberdeen and just stood side by side. But hey ho, that's what it is.
We've got PT's just come into the room. PT, there's something happening there. I think you're playing a video in the background and it's coming through in your mic and giving us terrible feedback. So I've had to mute you there. We'll just try again. Is that any better? No, I've still got
YouTube. Still got it. I had it last time. Sorry.
So if you can maybe stop that. I can hear myself beating. I'll give you 2 minutes to try and sort it. Sorry, guys. So what you were saying there, Kev?
I was just saying. I mean, it would have been good for everybody to make their way to make their way up to Aberdeen. Dundee and Perth are I mean, I know they're maybe about 70 or 90 mile apart, by Aberdeen. So you would kind of thought they could have maybe put it on a bit later, headed up to Aberdeen, done the Aberdeen one, and maybe left there about midday to get back down and protest outside the hotels. That obviously that's important that the protests keep going. I'm not knocking anybody for Perth or Dundee, but I just think it would have been good if everybody could have just kind of got together, headed up to Aberdeen and just got noisy.
Yeah, and I guess Falkirk will be Sunday as usual at the weekend. So Zionist's asking, what about Glasgow Third World Shithole? I don't really understand the question. I think that might be what about protesting, because it's sort of in that bit of the comments where people talk about protests. Well, the thing is, nobody, despite some suggestions, nobody's got the monopoly on who can run protests in any particular part of Scotland. Anybody can run a protest. So if anybody is wanting to organise protests, want to speak at protests, then crack on, fill your boots. I'll push every single one. And when I'm asked to go to some and speak, I will do as much as I can. And sometimes when I'm not even asked to speak, I'll support protests because that's how the thing works. But there's no problem with anybody organise a protest in Glasgow, if that's what the question is, Zionist. If you're looking to organise, if you're looking for a protest in Glasgow, just organise one. Nobody will stop anybody.
Organise one and we'll all turn up at it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the whole point.
UTK, I can't say that. United Kingdom, I take it that as FIFA. I agree with coming together. Got a few Fifers here that'll be heading up to Aberdeen. Let's go. That's brilliant to hear.
Good on them.
I can't disagree with that either. Scotland needs refreshed with politics. So you're looking forward to Saturday, Kev, with your official talking debut?
I'm looking forward to it. I've got obviously I got presented with a lovely hoodie from my good pals up in Aberdeen and Peterhead boys. Sent me down the very same hoodie that Stevie's advertising right now, Peterhead United. And obviously it's got the put on the back at Kevin the Ranter and my profile picture for X on it, with patriotic as fuck. So aye, it was good. It was a good, nice touch for the guys. But I mean, that's the thing. I mean, we've all became mates through this. Do you know what I mean? And we see each other quite regularly. And I think that's what's good about this movement, is everybody's starting to kind of help each other out, dig each other out, help each other out. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about, man. I'm hoping that obviously we continue into the winter time. I know you've got a couple of ideas, Craig, that you're kind of keeping up your sleeve now, and I'm hoping that we do continue to keep this going. We can't stop. That's just not even an option. If we get a 4 or 5 month gap, then we're really going to have to start again to gain momentum back in the spring summertime. So we need to keep that momentum going now.
There's Yvonne asking a question. Hold on a wee second, Kev. Yvonne's asking a question, Stevie. Where is it in Aberdeen?
So it's the Tekka in Aberdeen. It's the new P&J Live building. So after this live, I actually got a poster, a little video poster. I'll be posting that on my X.
Well, do you want to post it
send it to Kev or Craig just now, but I will. Right, if I cut off, you'll know why. Right, give me a second. I'll try and post it. Hopefully, I stay on.
And Jenny's a wee bit concerned, Kev. She's asking, will we change even more after this? So I hope not. Mark's came up with a good point.
It depends about you putting your speech.
Yeah, true.
If I go with the first draft that you sent me today, I don't think that one would go down too well.
No, I wouldn't read it, the one that I sent you.
No, I'm not going to read that out either.
Mark's came up with a a good point here. He says, "Hi Craig, protest is fantastic for highlighting the issues and bringing people together, but unfortunately I don't think it'll change anything. It's only politics that will resolve the issues finally." Well, yeah, I kind of get some of that, but I'll give you two bits of input where I disagree. Protests can evoke change, and I'm not going to get into my past and vote these all to death, but 10 to 13 years ago to 10 years ago, I spent 3 years protesting for something that was a big challenge at the time, and plenty of people said, "You'll not change this." And guess what? We did change it. We implemented change in an organisation, dramatic change. The other thing that happens is it gets the current members of Parliament and members of Scottish Parliament when we're up here thinking twice when we let them know what they're up against. But the ultimate change is, I believe, politically. But if you think about this, right, if there's no passion in the streets for change, and there's nobody, I know several people who'll tell you in their own time that are now going to stand for election come May 2026. If there was no grassroots movements, these people would never probably consider putting themselves in these positions. And whether these positions are in local government at council level or Scottish Parliament or potentially even MPs in the next, 4 years from now, that will remain to be seen. But if there was no grassroots movement, then these people would never have thought about doing these things. And I'm all for that. I would love the non-political people to get decimated out of politics. People that talk in buzzwords, people that are good at PowerPoints and buzzwords. And I'm not saying that none of them are good politicians. I'm saying some of them are, but too many of them are not. And if all those people who are normal politicians, who are buzzword-filled idiots that don't know what's going on in the street, then I would be great. I'd be delighted with that. And if normal people get into parliaments, that would never happen without the grassroots stuff. So the grassroots is driving it. So I agree with you sort of half the sentiment there that, protests alone will probably never change anything. But it's what those protests evolve into, which are great. And I'm seeing more and more normal people getting involved and looking to get involved as well. Thanks very much for that, Michael. See people that give me donations through there. I buy equipment, and I'm always buying equipment, lights, and there's more lights behind me. I bought one of these. I don't even know what these are called. See when I'm out doing my street interviews. This only came yesterday. Oh, I've turned the fucking thing on. Oh, it's taking a fit in the bag. Don't do that. One of these. So that I just put my phone onto that, and it does all this fancy stuff, and I'm doing my street recording. So that's what see your money there, mate. That's what we do with that. And I bought 2 laptops since people started doing stuff. So that doesn't pay my car payments. So thanks very much for that. Anyway, by Starmer saying protests on the 7th are disrespectful, has he admitted they're anti-Semitic? That's a great point, isn't it? Mm-hmm. It's an absolutely fantastic point. I suppose in some sort of weird way he is, isn't he? There's another weird thing happened today, Michael, and that is, the way people say, "Oh, nobody's illegal. These migrants are no illegal." The Home Office put out a tweet today saying we're going to be doing this to combat illegal immigrants. I thought, we get into bother for talking in that language. And there's the actual Home Office describing people as illegal immigrants. So that was a bit of a weird one as well. And there's a lot of stuff like that doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, you've sent me this video, mate, haven't you?
You what?
The last one. The last one with the writing, that gives you the address and the postcode. And then the next two, the first one's about, it's got the points on the side of it, just a poster banner. And then the second one's the speakers list on it.
There's a gentleman in the...
of course, it's got to have epics.
Stevie, can you hear me? Stevie?
He's ignored stuff.
Aye.
Right. There's a gentleman in the comment section that I think would be a good speaker if we would fancy it. Who's Scottish that? Veteran down there.
Oh, imagine the two using the same postcode. No.
We'll be in the same postcode anyway.
Look at him. Don't let him talk. Look.
Christ, James.
No, we're not having that. That's him barred out. I normally have a day if I see he's got one of these X spaces going and I'm maybe editing some videos, I'll jump in to show him a bit of support. Well, he's on to plums now. That's him barred. Barred out.
Do you know why
Steve,
I'm saying
is
it
that
though?
one?
Do you know why I'm saying it though, right?
That's the one with the points. Aye.
So is it the one
With
with
the
the
speakers list, and then there should
that
be a
one?
third one.
Oh, that one. Oh, that's just a poster though. That's not a video.
The address. That gives you the postcode, everything where it's got to be. But the first two are like just. You know, I like soundtracks on my posters for the.
What's your favourite one? The one with or without the speakers on it? What's your favourite one, Stevie? With or without the speakers?
The one with the speakers on it, aye.
Right, well, let's do this. So I go save that. You two talk amongst yourself. This will take the audience a bit for probably too long to do this.
I was saying, do you know what? It'd be good for somebody like Scottish Veteran to speak, and I'll tell you why. Because I know how fed up he's getting with the way the veterans and that have been treated in this country. I don't know if I'm speaking out of turn here, but I will. I've no doubt he'll tell me if I have. But the other week there, I had to speak to him because he was ready to take his medals down to London and hand them back. And I spoke to him and said, "Look, you earned those medals. Do you know what I mean? Regardless of what's going on in the country now." But maybe Scottish Veteran would maybe decide to go up and do a wee kind of couple of minute speech on the way the veterans are getting treated in this country. So you could maybe speak to him in the background and see what he says.
Aye, 100%. That would be, honestly, it would be an honour for him to come up and speak, say a few words, anything he wants, anything he wants.
Bearing in mind,
like,
I mean,
well,
after watching,
I mean, he's
Stevie just keeps breaking up.
What?
You keep breaking up and freezing.
Oh, you disappeared there when you were mid conversation. Right, hold on a second. See if I take off this.
What's Craig doing?
Hold on.
What? Hi, it's Stephen.
Right,
It's having a problem. Right. Let's see.
Love it.
There you go. That was
Love
that.
it.
That's a bit dramatic.
It was, aye.
What I was thinking doing
You know
was
the song?
see the other
I
one.
missed-
Let me just.
I missed
You know
all
the
that.
tune that I do like behind the videos in the is that when they come, we'll stone our grun. Lay me down in the cold grun. That's it. See that tune, man. That thing's got that's quite poignant, isn't it?
You making
Considering the
stuff
way
up?
the direction this country's gone. But you've got to have a bit of dramatic music at the back of that. It's all about that rallying the troops, man. It's all about putting that fire in your belly for when you turn up there on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It's a credit to Barry, the guy that works the PA system relentlessly every week. He came up with that poster yesterday morning. It's class, like.
I'm trying to get the other one onto my screen, but I'm not having much luck. I don't know what I'm doing. I maybe need to unplug it, plug it back in. I've got it on my phone. Try to put it on my laptop so I can fire it up for you. So just bear with me. So anyway, Ken, are you like prepared already to make your debut at a big rally as a speaker, or are you shitting yourself?
No, I'll be prepared for it. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I mean, I was going to talk at some point, Craig. I just been kind of taking a back seat and watching news guys, the guys I would call the professionals do it first. I mean, it's not going to be like an X space where I could just stand on a stage and just go off on one like an absolute banger. Do you know what I mean?
Well, nobody would recognise you if you don't do that.
But I mean, look, at the end of the day, as I said at the top of your show, I'm doing it because I know you're gutted about not going to be there. So I feel like when Ryan filled in for Alec up at Peterhead, I'll just do the same for yourself again. Do you know what I mean? I must probably add a wee bit on at the end for myself, but I'll just make sure I get your message across to the good people of Aberdeen, because we have showed Aberdeen a lot of support, and I mean I love the guys up there. You're always made to feel welcome the minute you walk up there. Do you know what I mean? And any time that I bumped into them at other protests, they've always been really welcoming there as well. Do you know what I mean? It's always good to catch up with them, and there's good friendships being made because of the amount of protests we've done. I mean, I counted up my head the other night there. I reckon I've done about 24 this year already.
What?
So, just got to keep them
What are
going.
you talking about?
Oh, I've been down to
You've been to
Falkirk a few
24
times.
protests?
Aye.
Wow. Do you know, I seen an American boy do this a while ago, and it's actually dead right. See if you do that with your microphone. It's not hanging about your clothes and going to fall off, and it's close to your mouth. It's like my skip cap.
Aye.
What I'm going to do is, I'm going to do this. What do you think?
I'm one of them.
Well, it's a one-off, but I might get some more. If I get some more, then you can maybe be third in the list for one. How's that sound? Stevie's no second in the list, by the way, because I never got a hoodie.
You're not quite. You're not quite up at quite the
So I'm saying.
There will be more, because
there's a few. There's been a few folk gutted they never got one.
Well, you've got the Aberdeen hoodie as well, haven't you?
No, I've got the Peterhead United one.
I thought you had a Aberdeen one as well.
I got young John gave me the AAIM T-shirt as well, which I bought a number of protests as well. Obviously, advertise the movement for Aberdeen. That's what I'm saying, though. That I mean, I love going up to Aberdeen and Peterhead. They're just good people. And look, Falkirk's the same. I mean, there's a lot of good people down in Falkirk too, but there's good folk in. I mean, the Glasgow one was a great day out. Loads of good people at Glasgow. Newcastle was a bit of a washout. Do you know what I mean? Manchester was a good day. The Epping one, fantastic people. I mean, the fact that they hung about till we got down there said a lot about these people. Do you know what I mean? They made the effort to hang about waiting for us to turn up, and the way we were received when we got down there. Do you know what I mean? That'll be a memory that'll last for a long time. But see, the thing with these protests is there's a lot of good memories for them. I enjoy going to them. I enjoy being a part of them. And I'm just enjoying being part of that movement. I mean, I've got, you guys are my mates. I talk to you off the platform as well as on the platform. I don't always go to protests with everybody that I talk to. I go to protest. I turn up at protests on mine as well. And then I meet up with people there too. I mean, I've met a lot of good people for the platform at these protests, and you've just got to keep going at them. And as I say, as long as they're running, I'll keep turning up, because that's what we've got to keep doing.
There's Michael saying we need something Fife. We're being diversed. Yeah, Fife. I would imagine that Fife's got the same issues as the rest of us. So, get. I don't think it should be down to anybody that's not local to organise a protest. I think we're invited along to speak, and turning up just to show your support is good for all areas. But for somebody outside the area to actually arrange a protest, I think it's a bit. So
it's a bit disingenuous, isn't it?
Yeah, find some like-minded people, Michael, and we'll all support it. Anyway, PT just came into the room again, and they're trying to bring him up. He's disappeared. So PT, if you're listening, just get yourself in, and we'll get you up.
And just what you said there, Craig, to Michael, because Michael's an avid follower of yours. He's always one of the people
always
in here in this. Always in the chat. If he wants to get a group together and organise one, I've no doubt you'll promote the hell out of it, and I've no doubt we'll all get up there and support it. And that's the key thing, is about just making sure we all support these people.
Yeah,
because
there's something else.
Sorry, when you go.
No, there's something else I need to share. I'll just find it on Twitter and put it up on the big screen. Just another thing that's happening on Thursday that I think people should know about. There might be some people want to. I done a podcast the other night there with Anne-Marie Ward. I just need to get it got out tomorrow morning. Where is it? Let me just find it. She's put a bill together. Which is about giving folk the right to recovery. What do you call it? Rehab. And get it up on the second. There's PT back in the room. My PT is working this time.
I hope so. Houston, we have a problem.
I know, mate. It's your speakers. There's something going on.
No, it's StreamYard or something. StreamYard comes up.
Denzel. So Denzel and Stephen are all on StreamYard, and we don't have the same problem, mate. Have you got headphones you could put on? That will solve it right away for you.
Not really. I've closed down YouTube. I've closed it down.
Right. Well, something, because when I talk, it's coming out because your speakers somewhere going into your microphone. But I can unmute you when you're not talking. Sorry, I can mute you when you're.
I'll try something else. Hold on. Sorry about this. Sorry to waste your time. Thanks.
No problem. Just if you get your point out, we can. Oh, it's away. Oh no. Kev. Time to go, son.
Right.
Hello, Shanks.
Oh no.
Getting on the golf floor.
Your mother's in, Denzel.
What? How are you getting on like that? You are my husband.
We're not starting that rumour.
Come on, Mr. Shanter.
I get myself into enough trouble without rumours getting spread about me.
Did I tell you my son asked me where me and him and him?
Oh God! Did you admit it or deny it?
What do you think? Of course, I admitted it.
Oh God!
No, but I'm only joking. And I think it started a bit of a trend with my T-shirt, and that's where all these hoodies are coming from, you know.
Was it the same logo that you had on the front of yours that he's now got in the back of his hoodie?
No, he's got what Shawnee Boy, the one Shawnee Boy did for him, like on his profile pic. Right. I'm getting mine framed. And put in the wall.
Yeah, you're practically a couple then with matching clothes.
I know, and he's got my flag. He's bringing my flag. The old protest. My flag.
The flag?
My flag. I'm a flag.
What?
We call
flag. Right. Flag. See,
flag.
I want to try and help you here, Shanks, right? I'm going to it's FLAG. Right, so that's F for Freddy, L for Lima, A for Alpha, G for Golf. Right? What you're saying is F for Freddy, L for Lima, E for Echo, G for Golf. Right?
No,
you're saying flag.
It's a flag, Craig.
Right. So how does a word that's spelled with an A?
Well, I'll explain to you. It comes from the background of being a millie. Do you know what a millie is?
No.
A millie is a word for what used to be the old mill workers. And they were working class people. And they didn't speak with marlins in their mouth. So they were called millies. So you know where you say your window or your windy instead of window. But we say flag instead of flag. Well, I don't, but the flag protest.
Going to do me a favour, right? Right, here's another test for you, Shanks, right? I'm going to count numbers in order from 1 up to 10, but I'm going to stop at a number.
I'm not saying it.
You have to say the next one. Come on.
No, I'm not saying it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
7.
See, you tried not to say it. 7.
No, I say 7. People in the country say 7. People from Ballymena say 7. 7, that's country.
So, see if you're walking down the road. Right, so if you walk down the road round about the July time and there's plenty of things about the streets, bunting and stuff, it's possible to see in the one street 7 flags.
7 flags, aye.
Anyway, what are you on to moan about?
What?
What are you on to moan about?
That I didn't know how to get onto this space. Did you not see my message? But then I worked it out.
Where would I see you?
My message in the wee box.
What wee
I
box?
think I sent you about where the comments come up on this.
All right. We've got hundreds of comments.
Yeah, because I was saying I loved your video. Telling Stevie I loved his video. And I was saying, is Kev really speaking? And I was saying, I can't get on this fucking space. Well, didn't it swear?
Right, well, if you're going to come on and swear, it'll not last long.
Well, you see, I was very polite. I was very polite.
Right.
I didn't swear.
Well, are we getting to your point at all, or are we going to let PT come up with something really clever, or do you want to get something in first?
No, I just want to wish Kevin all the best for his speech on Saturday.
Thanks, pal.
You're welcome, pal.
Why do you say Kevin and not 7?
Kevin and 7 is the same thing. I say 7. What do you say? 7.
Kevin and 7.
Kevin and 7. Kevin and 7. 7. It's not fucking 7. 7. That sounds like SIVEN.
6, 7, 8.
It's 7. 6, 7.
7.
It's 7.
Right, this could just get into chaos, right? We'll be dropping viewers like nobody's business if we keep this nonsense up. So back to, hopefully, Mr. PT is going to bring in some decorum back. She's going to bring some decorum back to the podcast. We'll go for it this time, PT. Third time lucky.
No, it's about
loud and clear.
I tried a few weeks ago. Firstly, it was great to meet you on the 20th at the Buchanan Steps. I've got my selfie with you. You're wearing a good blue hat like myself.
Good. Thank you very much, sir.
No, it was a pleasure.
Thank you.
I was disappointed about the turnout that day because there seemed to be more of the pallies than there were of us. It seemed that way anyway.
No, I wasn't disappointed. The crowd was probably about 3 times bigger than it was the last time we were in Glasgow. And the police, I was asking the police about numbers, and he was saying that he reckoned it was probably about equal. Numbers wise, because he was able to
You can't trust the police for numbers. Come on, I was down in London the week before, and apparently there was 110,000 there.
Yeah, to be fair, PT, he didn't put a number on it. He just said that from the high position you're looking down, it looked as if there was about equal numbers. So I'll take that.
Oh well, I tried to bring the noise up. I brought some vuvulas or whatever you call them, and I was and also the bitch balls.
Was that yours?
Starmer Traitor. They were mine.
I got
last 3.
I got a shot at a couple of the beach balls.
Excellent, I got a video. No, I did them in London. They went down really well. So it's also great to see that. It's also great to see the flags raised in on the London Road. Absolutely brilliant. And various other places. I don't know who funded that, or I would like to make a donation to whoever. There must be thousands of quid spent on flags.
Aye. What I like about this flag thing is, PT, it doesn't seem to be a sort of nationally organised thing in Scotland terms. It just seems to be organic. People in each area just popping up and doing them. And I kind of like that, actually.
It's not like the left-wing, preordained, mass-produced unison. Sort of, I don't know, what would you call them? Just the same ones that they put up all the time and bust them in, and it is organic. There's definitely. I mean, if you're in London, I was at the top of the muster point. What was it? Stamford Street. I was there from I think it was 7 a.m. that day, and there's only the guy that looks like he looked like Ray Winston actually in his Knights uniform. He was the only guy that was there, along with a few other guys. And we were there. We went along over the bridge over the Strand, got some breakfast, then came back for about 8:15. Then it was hotting up. but it was unbelievable. And we were sort of 20 feet back behind the muster point, ready for the movement to start marching. It was supposed to kick off at 11. It didn't move till, I think it was 1:05. And by that, and I don't know how, but there must have been about 500,000 before us that made it before us. So I don't know if they came in from other sides or what. We couldn't get anywhere near Parliament Square or wherever it was, past Downing Street. We didn't make it. There was the big Union flag at the bottom of Parliament Street. Couldn't get. There's too many people, and there was I don't know how many million behind. Probably 1 million behind. I would say 1.5 million, 2 million.
I was still nearly at the train station. I was still nearly at the train station when you were there. I mean, and there were like I was nowhere near. We didn't get near the bridge. There was too many people by that point, and we get turned away.
Blackfriars.
What, love? Yes, Blackfriars.
Yeah, well, that's where we were about 6 o'clock.
Yeah, but we didn't get into just after 10, or just before 10. Sorry. And we were stuck there, honestly. And when the rain came on, you know when that big downpour started, we had only got. Yeah, we only got you know that big fancy building that had like all the big pictures on it. It's like round shaped. I don't know London at all, but that's as far as we got when we returned back. And there was literally about another 500,000 people behind me.
Yeah, you went over Westminster Bridge. You had the House of Parliament on the left, and then you walked up another 100 yards or something, and then you were supposed to take a right up Parliament Street. But that was just chock-a-block, and people just sort of dispersed after that. We tried to. It started pissing down, so we just tried to find a tree to hide under, and it was absolutely pouring it down. Tried to watch Tommy's speech on YouTube, but that was just faltering, and then just went to the pub. But I have to say, I've never experienced anything like it in my life. It was absolutely mind-blowing. The amount of people, the amount of unity, the common cause, the flags that were there. It was tremendous.
Well, my day was a bit bizarre because I had two things to do that day. We had our SDP party conference.
Seen you, Craigie boy. You got your press pass.
Thankfully, just aye. So when I got there about probably the same time as you, but I went to the stage to pick up my press pass. Then I went to my conference, and I came back out at lunchtime, and I couldn't believe it. We were in a building just next to what do you call it? The other side of the Abbey. It was part of the Abbey complex, the building we were using. So when I came back during our lunchtime, I just could not believe what I seen in front of me, because I was walking through Parliament Square where the bridge was here, Whitehall was here, and Parliament was here. And as I was walking diagonally across that road, I was like, where are all these people going? There was people coming towards me. And I was like, where are you going? They're like, you can't get into Whitehall. I was like, already?
Yeah,
and then, because the thing hadn't even started, and I got myself into right along Whitehall, it was a bit of shoveling, got to the front into the wee press pen, and the thing hadn't started because Tommy and I hadn't arrived yet. And then after about 20 minutes, there was a big sea of people moved aside, and Tommy and all them came in. Wee Alex was doing security that day, and then it started after I left. I had to go back to our conference and try to get back. It was just through all this sea of people. And then when I got to the back of it, now the thing's just about to start, and I had to put a tannoy out saying, if you're not already in Whitehall, do not attempt to get into Whitehall, because we can't get any more people into Whitehall. So I got to the back of Whitehall, went to Parliament Square where Big Ben and all that is, and it was just crammed with people. And then I looked across Whitehall Bridge, and I thought, where does this stop? It was just as far as my eye could see, just a sea of people. And there was already people. Yeah, there was a sea of people already. You know, they'd got to like Parliament Square and thought, well, we ain't getting into Whitehall, so we'll just go somewhere, maybe go and get a bite to eat or something, and maybe come back later. I don't know what they're doing, but they were starting to disperse. And I thought, if there's loads of people already dispersed, how many's here in real time? It was absolutely fantastic. It was something. And then
it was amazing.
By the time I made my way back after our thing had finished, I skipped back out, and by by that point there was aerial footage that was circulating on social media.
Yeah,
and I just couldn't comprehend what I was seeing.
It was the Guardian that put the first footage out. It was the Guardian newspaper that put the first footage out and almost shot themselves in the foot. The lefties.
Yeah.
But subsequently, there's been better footage that's come out. Tommy's put some footage out, but I think Tommy's still got more footage to put out to show just how big that was, because it was massive. And don't believe what the MSM are telling you, because it was huge.
I've been to football matches, I think, twice in my life where there's been 100,000 people. And when that stadium empties, you get 100,000 people. You don't get 100,000 people coming in at the same time, because people come in, an hour early, and some people come in 10 minutes late. But when the final whistle goes, you tend to have 100,000 people walking out of the stadium.
Yeah.
And I've been to Ibrox Park in London where there's been 50,000 people. Right, so I kind of know what a crowd looks like. And when a crowd at the football's all exiting, they've got more space between them than a crowd that's protesting who are closer. And I just thought, wow. Now, see if you remember, PT. See if you remember.
That's what I was comparing it to. Imagine if Twickenham was full and Wembley was full, and they all came out at the same time. The amount of people there was about 10 times that, at least.
Aye. And if you think of the big concerts of the day, like maybe Live Aid, right? Which, if you think of Wembley, see on the pitch at Wembley, there would have been over 100,000 people on that pitch.
People on the pitch, I know, yeah.
Right, so if you just think of what's on the pitch, not the people in the stands, on that pitch, that area the size of a football pitch has probably got between 60 and 100,000 people in it. So you then try and see how many football pitches can I get? And I couldn't even count that. 10 of them is almost a million. And it was like...
The aerial footage doesn't even compare, because, like, if I don't know who the lady was just speaking from Northern Ireland, I presume. If she was at Blackfriars, that's where we got to, what was it, Victoria, then got the tube along to Blackfriars, walked along the bridge, and that's a bit of a walk, and then you take a right, and then you go along, and then you go along, and then you get to the top of where the muster point was, and then it's another, I don't know, mile walk to where the big screen was, at least. And you think that was jam packed.
We didn't even get to the muster point. That's how far back I was. We didn't even come close to the muster point.
Yeah, well, I was at the muster point at the front from the start, and I didn't get to the screens. Nowhere near it. I was blocked off it.
There must have been 150. See when you see numpties saying there's 150,000 people there, I reckon there was 150,000 people in Whitehall.
I think it was 200 grand. 200 in Whitehall and 2 million behind.
Aye, but let's, we're differences.
The difference is that people that made the effort, paid the money, done their stuff to actually make the effort to go down from all parts of the country, because I was there. There was people from everywhere. There was loads of jocks, like of us. There was people from Northern Ireland. There was loads of Welsh, and there was people from all over England, Nottingham, Yorkshire, all over the place, Newcastle. They'd all made the effort to spend their money, their time to go down for the event. And that is what really was amazing about it. And what we need to do is bind everyone together. And it's like Tommy says, it's I've got his T-shirt, UTK, Unite the Kingdom. That's what it is. That's what I worry about. If we're the right, then we're just going to sort of smithereen ourselves. I mean, I would vote for you, Craigie. What's your ward?
Thank you. Well, I'll be Glasgow region. I'll be on the second list.
Yeah, is that East End?
Anywhere but the whole of Glasgow. So you've got 9 constituencies in Glasgow on your first vote. And then on the second vote, you vote for anybody in your region. And I'll be on the second list. So everybody in Glasgow can, in the 9 constituencies, can vote for me.
You've got my vote. You've got my vote next time. Absolutely.
I appreciate that.
Yay!
There's Michael just gave a wee gift. He's gifted 5 memberships to 5 random people in the audience. So thanks very much for that, Michael. That gives you a few wee specials. Sometimes you get videos early and stuff like that. So thanks very much for doing that, Michael. Yeah, so that's the way it'll work, mate. and hopefully we can get a few people in.
Just round about the last elections, I got some helium balloons, and I must admit, I had to inflate about 40 of them, and I put a "fuck sturgeon" a Union flag and flew it along the London road.
Brilliant.
Unfortunately, the fishing wire broke, and it went east.
Just went straight up
in the sky, never to be seen again.
Haley Joanna Perkins saying, I hope I've not missed much. You've not missed anything, Haley. We were just killing time you got here, pal. I'm
I'll leave you the fact. I'd like to, if anyone believes that Shabana Mahmood looks like Darth Vader, put your hands up. Thank you very much. Thank you.
My hands up.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I've got two up. I'll leave on that one. Thanks very much.
Thank you, PT. See you next time. Guys, could you do me a favour? Thank you. I've got a wee problem with YouTube at the moment. We're losing subscribers, and that's natural. You will lose subscribers through time in any channel, but it was like 707 over the last 28 days, and I'm getting an ever-increasing amount of people saying to me, I've not seen your videos for a while. I went on to look for your channel and noticed that I wasn't subscribed. So those in the comments, could you do me a favour? Could you check if you're subscribed? And if everything's all right and you've subscribed as you think you are, could you press a 1? And if any of you notice that you think you're subscribed, but when you look and you can actually resubscribe, that means you've been taken off the subscription. Could you put 2 in the comments, please? So put a 1 in if everything's okay and your subscription's still there, and a 2 if you think you're subscribed, but you can't see it. And I seen that today, mate. Silver Fox had 100,000. I'm in a group chat with Fox, a good pal of mine. So there you go. I'm just looking at the comments. Majority is fine, which is probably why you're here. If it wasn't fine, you might not have been here. And 1 person, which is probably 1 out of 10, 1 out of 15, 1 out of 20 maybe. There's Angela saying Paul Thorpe's the same problem. We're all getting the same problem, Angela, and it's most bizarre. I was in an X space during the week where and 5 people had said the exact same thing to me, which is a bit mental. So, right, thanks for that. So it is still a problem, but maybe no as big a problem as all the people who are unsubscribed that didn't know they are or not getting the notifications. So could you do me a favour as well, folks? The next wee question, just to help me. Put in number 3 if you are got your notifications and you actually got a notification about this live, and put 4 if you get notifications but you didn't get a notification for this live, if you don't mind. Do you not get one, Stevie? No? That's kind of mental, isn't it, when you think about it? Plenty of 3s. 3s.
Oh, I got a notification saying you were on it. I was holding up a 3.
All right, I thought you had 4. There's a few 4s and a few 3s. Aye, it's just it's a worry. So, as far as the notifications are concerned, I've been speaking to YouTube for the last few weeks because it's just things that make sense. And they said, sometimes if folk don't click the notifications right, you'll not get them. Well, how can you know that? Apparently you need to check that you've got all notifications and it will send you. And I know from times when I might put 4 videos out in a day, actually your maximum you should get is 3. Well, that's a good sign that the notifications are off, but it came up in a suggestion top line. That's good. I'm glad of that. That makes me happy. But, I've been on to them for the best part of a month, to be fair, moaning about my algorithms and how lack of visibility and some really strange setup of figures. But I noticed today, with the video I put out this afternoon, it seemed to be getting back to normal. So hopefully, fingers crossed, because I was getting to the point that I was like, I can't do this as a full-time commitment anymore because of the lack of views. But it looks as if we're kind of getting back to normal. Aldo was on YouTube. Anyway, what is Stevie's chair all about? You back in the room, Kev? Denzo?
My sound kept dropping out there.
I seen you were out and in a few times. What's that with Stevie's chair, mate?
Oh, man, he's got to try and blame that on his daughter, by the way, but that's his chair.
I reckon the earmuffs are his. See the earmuffs behind the chair?
He's put the flags up so he can hide his little pony fucking murals on his wall.
It's a Justin Bieber poster he's got up.
Has he got one of them too?
It's
Taylor
fucking...
Swift and all that. I seen Stevie doing that new Taylor Swift dance.
No, it's rabbit. Look, it's fucking rabbit ears.
Right, I was going to go on to Anne-Marie's thing. Let me just pull this up now. Right, so this is Anne-Marie Ward, who's been done a couple of podcasts with her. I recorded one last night, I think it was. I'm going to put it out tomorrow. She works for a charity helping people recover from addiction problems. And she's been on about this for years, for about 5 to 10 years, about getting the right to recovery. And what that means is giving basically people who have addiction problems the right to choose if they want to go and get rehab. And finally, after years of lobbying, it's going through Parliament on Thursday. So she's getting a mixed bag of results, feedback from MSPs, some saying they're going to support it and some not so supportive. So what she's asking people to do is two things. If you think the bill's a good idea and you can get there, go to the front door at Holyrood for 1 o'clock. And then that will hopefully give the MSPs going in an idea that, you know, people want this to get pushed through. And then once the debate starts, they're going to go upstairs and go into the public gallery. So it'd be a great thing if anybody is able to support that. And it'll just make this a wee bit bigger. You'll see it is Thursday, 1 p.m. at the front door in Parliament. All right. So there you are there. And that's a wee video Anne-Marie done about that. Now, as I say, I've done a video with Anne-Marie that will go out tomorrow where she tells you a bit more about the bill. So if it's something you're interested in, then you might want to have a wee peek at that coming out. Now we keep losing Shanks, which maybe isn't a bad thing. She keeps going in and out. So guys, I'll not be doing a 2 or 3 hour marathon tonight. I will need to get myself away soon because I've got stuff I need to do before I go to my bed because I'm sorting stuff out my holiday, like washing my shorts. So if anybody wants to come in before we finish, go and do what Shanks and PT's done. Go into YouTube, into the description, click on the link to StreamYard and it'll bring you in. Or if you're on Twitter, it's in the title. Just copy and paste that into your browser and get yourself in before we finish up. So let's just check. So anyway, Stevie, what about Saturday? We get that wee push again, tell folk what's happening and what you hope to get out of it. Stephen?
Basically, it's just to disrupt them. We just... Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
They're just fucking... Right, that's it. Ah, yeah.
Hear you.
Just disruption. There's no way. There's no way they're getting to enjoy a 3-day conference in peace and quiet. No way. So, we're just there to create as much noise as possible. We're all got to be great. I mean...
right, you'll need to explain this one to me. Daniel's saying, sorted out my tickets for Saturday. I did say to Stephen when I met him in London. I don't know if that's train tickets or he's gone to the SNP conference. Have you got any idea?
I can't remember. Daniel McKinney sorted out my tickets for Saturday. I did say it, Stephen, when I can't remember.
He was steaming when he was in London, Daniel. You'll need to forgive him. And he was, by the way, he was overcome with emotion. The amount of people that said to him when he was in London, "Oh, I seen you in Big Craig's Lives. You're that guy for Peter Reid." Right? He was walking about like Kevin the Chester. He's changed.
What am I getting the blame for now?
I got recognised for me. I got recognised for my STV interview last week.
No, hold on. How did you manage to get recognised for 5 seconds?
All 5
I didn't even see you.
Hello?
Ask Mr. Buckfast was there as well. I was like, Jesus.
You didn't even get your name out. We've got such and such for Peter Heath. They turned around, put the camera on you for about 2 seconds, and then started showing the scenery.
Check out Mr. Buckfast's TikTok. There we go. You'll get the full. In fact, check out his YouTube channel, the Peterhead United group, or at Mr. Buckfast 1986. You'll get all our videos on Ernie, including my STV interview.
When am I getting my
actually, I don't know if he's.
Where's my hoodie?
I don't know if he's still in the comments. He was in the comments earlier on. Well, you'll need to wait. We're trying to build up a stock here. We've got one for Scottish veteran. He's wanting one. Craig's wanting one.
I don't want one. No. I don't want one. No, if I'm second to Kev, I'm no wanting one. And if I don't get something mad in the back of it, like Cherry Bye now, don't even post it. Right?
Get the state of you, man. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll get
jealous because I got ready after Peter Heath boys.
Kev's biggest fan.
Aye, Kev's changed. Kev's changed t-shirts, right?
I'll just get it to the back. When I was making Kev's one, I thought, how funny would it be if I wrote "I've changed" on the back of it?
No, it wouldn't be.
No, I wouldn't.
I would have done it.
Aye, we know you would have.
I'm going to get a hat. I'm going to get Kev. See, with Christmas is coming up, I'm getting you one of these hats, right? You see in the back there? It's going to say, "I've changed."
Aye. Do you know, you're right, I have changed. I went to being a mad independent supporter to complete and utter unionist now.
Took you a month to figure it out.
Can you sing the song yet?
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going in that road.
He's going to turn into a Protestant before the month's out.
It's funny.
I baptized
we won't do this like that. Two forward, one back. We'll get them doing the symbols. We'll do the symbols before the summer, right?
We'll get my triangle.
Well, I was talking to my mate yesterday, and I'd ordered him. He's an avid collector of the coins. So I bought him the 4 rare coins. It was today with commemorating the what do you call it? That old boy that died, the 105-year-old, last ever standing pilot for World War II. Anyway, I bought him the collection for his Christmas, and he's like, says, do you know? He says, I was just sitting talking to Hingy, his wife. He says, we're just going to get you a Rangers tap for your Christmas. So it's like, you can fuck right off.
Well, see, I put that up on the shelf a couple of weeks ago, and I've not even spoke about it. You're talking about coins, right? So this is the Falklands Liberation coin, right? And it was Basil got me this for Christmas, and it's, if you'll see it, I'll see it because of the light. So it says in the back, Liberation, Falklands, the 16th of June, 1982, and a lovely profile.
16th of June is my son's birthday. My son was born the 16th of June, aye.
And 1982 was your year of birth, so that's quite funny.
I wish.
No, 1882.
It's more like
That's a lovely wee
that's
thing.
What I wanted to ask you on the subject of coins. Remember you put a wee link in and we had to go, it was like a free coin, but you paid for the postage or something. And it was something to do with the British Legion.
Aye.
But I did that and never got my coin.
No, it was a pin badge.
It was a pin. It was a pin. That's what it was.
The VE Day.
I went through the whole process and sent them the money, just for the postage, but I never got my pin.
See, I've also paid monthly to that place out in Erskine. that supports ex-vets as well, and army personnel.
Erskine Hospital.
That's the one, mate. Aye. I pay that charity every month as well. I just think in this day and age, knowing the amount of I've met a lot of veterans on this on X. I mean, I was in the army myself, as you know, but I didn't see any active service. But there's a lot of guys that I do speak to that have seen active service, and you hear the way they talk, and how they feel like they've been neglected by our government. It's just not right. Do you know what I mean? And I think it's our moral duty as the public to honour these guys, because any man or woman that's prepared to put themselves on the front line and to kind of put themselves in the firing line in defence of this country, we need to honour these people, every single one of them. And I just think the way our veterans are getting treated right now are worse than what we're getting treated.
Yep. Craig, what about that fella Sean? Have you heard from him?
Who?
Been speaking to him? Sean, the guy from London, the old man?
Yeah, aye, he's up and down a wee bit, to be honest with you.
Oh, bless him.
It takes off him the day.
God love him.
Near the point, Shanks, why you not coming for this?
Mate, it's my birthday the next day, and my uncle's being buried on Friday, so I'll probably be pissed all day Friday and Saturday, and then probably Sunday too, because I haven't drank it so long.
I would have given you your birthday present too.
Don't you fucking say that. You didn't even put your sexy pants on for me. You're fucking running about in your Batman fucking jammy bottoms.
Excuse me.
Batman.
I had my Batman shorts on. That is my sexy pants.
Fuck's sake, I was expecting a pair of Calvin Klein briefs or something, and here he appears with these fucking Batman trunks on.
Right, I'm going to cut about a name, man. You do realise I was their model.
Don't forget to bring my flag with you to this protest on Saturday.
I won't. It'll be with me. It was with me at Newcastle, and it'll be with me. It'll be with me at Aberdeen on Saturday as well.
Good lad. Good lad.
What are you talking about? What flag?
My Four Nations flag. I got a flag with Four Nations on it for Tommy's March. I got two flags. One for me, there's the Ulster banner, and it said, "Look, Tommy Wee Shanks made it." He never fucking saw it, obviously, because I didn't get anywhere near him. And then on the other one, it said the Saxons Cock support UTK. You know, the Saxons Cock Nats group. So I left it with Kevin. Sure, remember I said to you when I got to Glasgow, I came out, I got everything, I fucking left my flags in Kevin's. I had all my small stuff, but I had none of the big stuff. So Kevin asked me, "Did you have it?" No. He asked me.
Did you see you left the flags in Kevin's along with your smalls?
Nobody mentioned smalls, pervert.
You said something about smalls.
I didn't say smalls.
You said the word small.
I heard it as well.
Didn't. I said I got all my small ones. My small ones with small flags.
I thought you said you'd left the flags.
No.
I thought I left my flags with my smalls in Kevin's.
No. But anyway, Kevin has kindly agreed to take it to all the protests. So thank him for that. And it's a great flag because it's a Four Nations one.
So has it got a red horn on it?
It's got a red horn on it. It's got the Saltire on it. It's got the George Cross, and it's got the dragon.
And this is in Kev's house right now?
He had it at the protest last week. Were you there, Kev? From Newcastle 2 weeks ago.
Kev.
See
Kev.
He even left in the pole, for the whole flag pole.
Kev is a bigger Protestant than a lot of Protestants I know.
Don't let my dad hear that.
I know. Because he turned.
Don't let my dad hear that. My dad would disown me.
And your papa would turn in his grave?
No, I don't know. But listen.
Your papa played for Celtic, right?
Craig, see if you hold on for a minute, right? But I was telling Craig, see if it was Struth. Was it Bill Struth? He was actually on my way to my papa's just to sign up for Rangers, and it was O'Malley beat him down. So I could have been a Rangers supporter had it not been for that one.
You see, should have been.
If Bill Struth had got a faster motor, you'd have been a Protestant.
I would have been, aye. And that. And see if you go and look in his Wikipedia, it's actually true. It's a true story. It was my dad was telling me that, eh?
I love old stories like that. Gives you a sense of belonging.
Bill Struth was on his way down to sign him for Rangers, and Willie O'Malley found out that he was going to, and they raced in to sign him.
Well,
what position did he play?
He must have been a Protestant.
No,
he must have been. It's factual because at that time we only signed Protestants. So you've just blew your cover. You've blown the myth of you being a staunch 100% pure dyed Roman Catholic. Well, Rangers wouldn't have signed him.
I'm not getting into this discussion with you, right?
You've just blown yourself up.
Look,
right.
And that's the long and short.
I jumped the dike. Right.
I'm not jumping any dike, right? I'm standing side by side, and I don't care what football team you're. I don't care what religion you're. As long as you want the same as me for my country, I'm going to stand beside you. Anybody that's got to wave that fucking pro-pally rag every week, I'm standing against them.
Yeah, but we're getting away from the point that you're a Protestant. You've just proven it, right? You must have, your grandfather must have been saying at least quarter a proddy, right? Anyway, Scotty, John is asking, who's your money on for a Russell Head and Shoulders Martin replacement? Well, this is mental, right? Because I was talking to my son about this last night, right? I reckon this is the third year in a row in the autumn. Stevie Gerrard's been the favourite at the bookies to be the next Rangers manager, right? It seems a yearly thing. So I think it's just, he'll get another shot at some point, and we can't take risks anymore. He was the last guy to win a league with, so that would do me. But who'll get it, I don't know. I wouldn't be too disappointed with some of the names getting brandished about, but just don't take another risk. We've had too many risks. Anyway, Kev's a Protestant.
No, he's not.
You must be, Kev, think about this logically, right? See, at that time...
Come on then, let's hear it.
No, I'll give you the logic, right? At that time, rightly or wrongly, Rangers had a Protestant-only signing policy. So you were telling me that Bill Struth was on his way to your granddad's house to sign them.
Yes.
Now, if your granddad had not been a Protestant, that would have been impossible.
It was impossible, mate. They were obviously got to break the mould at that point then.
Mate, what year are we talking here? Right? I'll give you history lesson.
They were going to try to teach them to kick his left out in their own.
You're talking about between 1934 and 1937.
That wasn't before. That would have been... it did take us another 50 years to eventually find one good enough to play for the famous Glasgow Rangers, right?
Who?
So, Mo Johnson.
Oh, fucking behave yourself.
But that's another myth, by the way. There was non-Protestant signed Rangers in
between. Your channel got shut down if you said it.
I know. But I loved that. It was a good day, that. I liked that. Because it was just half the town was raging. Morris Johnson, they were ready to burn it. In fact, did they not burn effigies to him and all that? Anyway, I'm going to take it off. Football.
You done now?
What? So we'll take it back to religion. Anyway, Kev is a Protestant, right? At least 25.
At least I've done my first confession, I've done my first communion, I've been confirmed, I've done that, I was an altar boy. So no, I'm not. So unfortunately,
that's no right. Okay, so you done all that, right? But your forefathers. Now here's another weak step to a hint. What grandfather's name? Man.
What is this? Just rip the piss out of Kev time, aye?
Aye, of course it is. It's like the end of null spaces, right? Aye. So Kev, what was your grandfather's name?
I'll keep that to myself. That's all right.
Papa.
It wouldn't take much of a Google, right? We know that roughly the age, the time scale, right? We know bits and bobs about his. Did they have the same surname as you, or was it your mother's side?
No, same surname. He was mine.
So it was your father's side.
He scored the winning goal against Aberdeen in front of ever biggest recorded crowd at Hampden.
Right. Well, we're a Google away for finding it out, right? So what was your granddad's name?
Billy Buchan.
Billy Buchan.
No,
that
Willie.
good Catholic name.
Willie.
William,
Right.
like William of Orange.
Right. Yes. Right. Right.
For fuck's
Right.
sake.
Kev, we need to have a chat here. Right. We need to have a chat.
We didn't have any chat.
No,
Right.
it's all right, Kev. It's all right being a Protestant, right? Or even a part Protestant.
Right, yeah.
It's not bad being prod, you know. It's not bad. It's dead on.
Aye. Even if it's just a wee bit of you, Kev. Even if it's just a
And if
quarter or a half, maybe.
Yeah, and
Right.
if your granddad was really a Catholic, he would have been called Liam. But if he was called Willie or Billy, he's definitely Protestant.
Don't you fucking start, T.
Billy Buchan.
It's William.
Billy.
William.
Billy.
And he was a devout Catholic. He went to chapel every week.
The Rosy
That was
Apple.
after he married your granny, but that was after he married your granny.
And I'm going to tell you, if you put your ears back for a minute, T, my ma, who came from a Protestant family, my papa wouldn't allow my dad to marry her till she converted to become a Catholic.
Right, so now your ma's a proddy, right? So you're at least 25% there, Kev. We're nearly there, right? You've definitely got your ma. Well, that's half of you, actually. That's 50%, right? So you're at least half a prod, right?
All my ma's side of the family are all Rangers supporters.
Right, so you're half a prod, right?
I don't know why I'm telling you this, because it's just me.
Half a proddy. Everybody knows Kev's half a proddy. He's half a proddy.
I don't know why.
Everybody
Do you know
knows
something?
he's
I don't know why
half a
I'm just
proddy.
telling you that.
By the way, we might be at 75% before the conversation's out, because if your granddad's and your mom's side
definitely changed. He's definitely changed.
He's changed
his whole religion.
Oh, Billy. Right, that's your third name, Billy. Billy. Oh my God.
Oh, I tell you, man, I'm not doing this anymore. I don't know why I'm doing it. I just keep digging myself a hole.
Right, Kev, a normal flute's that size, right? Yours is that size, right? A lambeg's that size, right? Kev's lambeg's that size, right? He's like, boom, boom. Everybody else is like, boom, boom. Kev's got a wee half a size lambeg, right? See, he doesn't celebrate 1690, he celebrates 845. Right? He goes out marching in the 6th of July himself. Oh, yeah, run. Oh, this is brilliant.
You know, I'm just going to mute my mic.
I can't. Well, this is never getting beat. By the way, this is the best night in my life, man. This is brilliant. Kev's up and ready.
Do you know what? After the night, I'm just going to delete my X account. I'm never going to come and meet any again, right? Because I'm just going to get absolute pelters in every space I go into.
That's Kevin the Corner. That's Kevin the Spotlight changing his religion.
I'm changing my religion.
Brilliant. Oh,
I seriously don't know why I even bother telling you.
We're at least 50%. We're at least 50%, possibly 75%, because the granda bit, I'm not buying it, right? The Bill Struth bit's a clincher for me. Bill Struth wouldn't have went near your granda, right?
Well, go and read his Wikipedia.
What does it say? He's abroad?
Wikipedia. And my dad told us the story too. So
your dad's not thought this one through, though, is he? Your dad's not thought this one through.
Well, I never
seriously,
thought it through really right either.
I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news to you, Kev, right? But it sounds as if we're at least 3/4 of the way there, right?
No,
so you're nearly cleansed. You're nearly cleansed, right?
Oh man, never again.
Kev, it's all right. It's 20. Kev, you're allowed to be a Celtic supporting Protestant, right?
Okay, you don't say you were shutting us down?
Signing off. Right, hold on.
Using your bad. You are so bad.
Oh, Kevin boy. Right, so your granddad was in about the 30s, 40s, right? Wait, we just go this. Space. Get that out. Add that. Share the screen. Google is your friend, right? So I've asked Google, when did Rangers first start the non-signing of Catholics policy? Because Rangers, this is a fallacy that it was about forever, right? It wasn't. There you go. Rangers adopted an unofficial policy of not signing Catholic players around the 1920s.
Right, okay.
When did we try to sign your granddad roughly, Kev?
It was about 1934 to 1937.
Right, which is after the 1920s, isn't it? When Rangers had a policy of not signing Roman Catholics. So I think we've dispelled the rumour that Kev's up at him, right?
Oh.
There you go, Kev. Capricorn Sun saying you can get a flute for 50 pence, but the Kev could probably get one for 25 pence, right? Because he's only half a prod, right? Somebody just text, oh mate, Kev, that's the best yet. Look at that on the screen. They're telling me somebody just text me, Kev's Tuesday selection.
Fuck off, honestly.
That's the best night ever. This is my favourite ever night on, man. Oh wow, man! That's made me laugh so much, man. That's absolutely priceless. Somebody's texter.
My sets are fucking.
Oh, this is unbeatable, man.
You're so bad.
Kev's gone, man. Stevie's disappeared in case we start on him next, Shanks. Like, he's like, I'm out of here. I'm not getting out of as a Protestant, right? See if anybody's come into this stream in the last 10 minutes of that. What is going on here, right? What have I countered? Right? There'll be folk on Twitter in there's a space for 5 minutes. Like, I think I've hit a sectarian chat room, right? Oh, wow, man.
I think it's conversion therapy for fuck's sake.
Aye, conversion therapy. Aye. I'm not going to ban this conversion therapy. Kev, come back. So let us know you're all right, son. Do you know what he's done, Shank? No. See that wee holy water dip he's got in the Story's kitchen? He ripped it off the wall. The crucifix is getting flung out the window as we speak. He's
gonna replace the picture of the Virgin Mary with fucking.
Oh, he's never talking to me. He's never talking to me again, man. Oh,
we do love you, Kev. We do love you. We love you.
Even more so now that you're at least half a Protestant.
Hold on. Right. So there it's there. So
what?
A brilliant inside forward was tripped to be the next big thing. And it goes on to tell you that Struth was making his way to Grangemouth and Willie Malley is said to have dashed by car to Grangemouth before Rangers could themselves do so to sign him up, and they won the race.
Yeah. So you're actually arguing our point for us here.
My papa's religion was Catholic. So get that fucking.
It doesn't say that in Wikipedia. No, listen. Bill Struth was a clever man, right? And he had that policy at the time.
Stephen's back.
Stevie's back. You came back a Protestant, Stephen? And have you always been one, right? We're having a conversion therapy here. Right?
No.
No, what? You've never been one? Yeah. Right. Have a seat. Start out in 10 minutes, right? Can't be many RCs up in Peterhead, Stevie. You must be in a wee gang up there.
Aye, well,
yeah. Did they have chapels up north of Aberdeen? I didn't think that was a...
I'm not getting involved. I'm not getting involved.
Did he dig yourself a hole?
Kev, look at Norrie's last comment, right? Kev wears a half and half scarf to the old for him. Everyone's needing the tenor, ladies. They're brilliant, man. A half and half scarf to the old for him. Oh, Kev. Right, Stevie's went a bit quiet. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that? Stevie's like, I'm out of here, right? He's like, I've gone, right? Right, Stevie, just let me ask you a couple of questions about Peterhead, because it's a lovely place and I hope to visit it again soon. But how is it for Roman Catholic churches up in when you go north of Aberdeen? Is there many of them?
I'm not getting involved in this fucking discussion. Like,
Shanks prefer another one, right?
No, just going to tell us.
You need to buy more flags. They're all wanting one, right?
You know why he's saying this, Stevie, right? Because he's sick to the back teeth. It's Tim's that's always sitting on his stage, and he's going to try and keep his reputation up by being one of them. So he's just like, well, we'll just rip them apart now. You know what I mean?
Oh,
he's just playing to his audience.
He loses every week. See, does the audience remember or no that what was the first team you played for as a young boy?
Exactly.
Linwood Rangers Youth Club.
Celtic.
No, there was another team you played for.
The second team I played for was Celtic. Played with them for over 2 seasons. It wasn't a full 2 seasons, but it was overspread over 2 seasons. So what you're really saying is you're a Tim? No, Celtic never ever had a signing policy for just no signing Protestants. So there was actually only 2 Protestants at the club at the same time, and they only had 5 teams in the boys' club at the time. And the other one was a year above me in age, but 2 years above me in football ages, and that was Ray. He played a couple of teams above me. We didn't know each other. They used to slag me and go, there's only 2 years, and the other ones in the under 16s when we were in the under 14s, kind of thing. And it wasn't until later life, and me and him became pals. And it's like, did you play with Celtic Boys Club in the 80s? He's like, aye. So how many years were you there? And we worked it out. I said, oh, Christ, I don't remember the stories he used to say. He used to wind me up, seeing it was coming up with all firm games, he'd be training, absolutely slaughtered. And you're playing for the ranked team, you should be playing for the 16s, and that was because Alec was there. So you're talking about 5 teams, maybe, didn't have squads of 20 at any time, maybe 16 kids. So it's that.
About
80 kids, aye. There was 2 Protestants, right? That was it.
Where was the fucking DEI back then?
I know. Somebody says to me, how did you not play for Rangers? I says, I wasn't good enough to play for the Rangers. Yeah. And I missed a Saturday, man. The League Cup semi-final. League Cup semi-final, playing against Rangers, and I got a ball on the tap. And honestly, there's no way I shouldn't have missed, right? I was playing centre forward. I was never a centre forward. I was signed as a centre back, but I had an injury to my foot and I had an operation in the summer. So by the time I came back, the season was about 2 months in. We were playing the semi-final League Cup at Benburn along Ibrox, and this ball got played out. So the centre forward got injured, and the 2 centre backs ended up playing for Scotland under 16, so they were quite good. So I was on the bench. First game, came off the bench. The centre forward got injured. So his next game, we were like, you're playing centre forward. I was like, all right. And this ball got played over the top, and I was off like a trap 6, and the ball came out of my shoulder, and it's just me and the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper's coming out the ball. And I've actually just to decide whether I'm take a touch and take it around him or just tap it out him. It's a goal. Oh, everybody had gone like that, there's a goal. And just as the boys came out, I took one more glance to look at the goalie, and off seeing his chest this big Rangers badge, right? And I've just been like, fuck, I'm just about to score against the Rangers, right? And see that split second, it was enough to put me off, and I was like, I didn't even mean to do it, right? I just went like that, fucking lost my way, and I was like, what? And the ball hit me in the shooter, right? And then the goalie's standing like that, the ball looking, going, what happened there, right? That was penalties that day. It was the only time Rangers ever beat us, and I missed an absolute sitter, man. And we're all that dirty orange bastard, right? It was brilliant, man.
Dear Lord. Oh, God.
Peter Reid for Peter, he does deed. You get yourself in here, Alex. We're going to call it a day in a minute or two. So if you go into your Twitter, I sent you a link. That was me when I was 13, 14-year-old. But they never converted me. So unlike Kevin, Kevin.
We're real good conversion people, aren't we? We're very good.
That was brilliant. He just wish he'd
Stevie's away again. He's shitting himself. I know, God bless him.
Stevie's hiding something. He's hiding something, isn't he, Shank? He's hiding something.
He's too quiet.
Anytime it comes up, he's like, I'm out of here.
He's like, I'm not taking up. I'm not taking this batter, and I'm out of here.
Shanks, look at his wee pink seat, right? Do you know what's behind the flags?
What?
He's got a poster of him, Justin Bieber, and the flags. Alex, how are you, my friend? Alex, we've just realised we're not going to do the same with you because I know, right? But we've figured out that Kev's not a Catholic. He's actually more than half a Protestant, right? It's been something. Oh, what? He's changed. He has changed, hasn't he? He's stopped doing that. He's not doing that anymore.
I'm actually a Mormon.
You're Mormon? Oh, Mormon.
No, I'm actually a Mormon. I thought you were asking what I am. I'm actually a Mormon.
When did you become a Mormon, Alex?
About 18 years ago.
No, you never.
No, I did, seriously.
You're at the barber.
I just don't tell MD.
Don't tell Fibs.
It's not MD's business.
You must tell them you get to the door, surely.
No, I don't tell MD. It's just a personal choice, isn't it?
Full of shit. I think take a M out of that. Just one M and we'll call you a moron. You're not a moron,
Alex,
you're a moron.
Have a word with Kev because he's totally gutted, right? He's just realised he's at least half a Protestant, right? He's not taking it well at all. He's going to get his wee flag up, his wee red hot flag.
My mum was a Catholic, my dad was a Protestant. I don't know what that makes me, so I don't know.
The same as Kev! He's a half as well.
No, Alex is only half, he's right. Kev, I reckon 75%. Do you know what he flipped up, Alex, right?
How do we work out? Right, hold on here. Right?
I'm with you, Kev.
How the fuck do we work out I'm 75% when my mom?
At least 75%. Yeah, right, so
your granddad was called Billy and not Liam.
Right, well, there's two things to take into account. Your mother was a Protestant, right? So that's at least 50% here, right? And Bill Struth trying to say...
You missed out what I've just said, though.
What?
Right, I told you what had happened. My papa wouldn't allow my mom to marry my dad until she turned a Catholic.
Your mom was a jumping dyke, right? But she was a Protestant, right? It's like she's not transgender, is she? Or is that what we try to pretend now, right?
Right, come on now.
Right? What you're born as is what you are, right? That's where we're at in life, right? So then there's the other thing with your grandfather, which I don't know how I never tippled to this before, right? You told us that Bill Struth tried to sign your granddad. Now, we've just proven to you, at that time, and Rangers had a signing policy that they only signed Protestants. So your grandfather must have been a Protestant.
They were going to change their policy back then.
No.
My papa...
It took another 50 years, mate. Believe me, that wasn't happening.
My papa's full
right?
family were devout Catholics.
They must have converted, right? Just Bill Struth was a clever man, right?
Because my papa was apparently the next big thing at that point, right?
Right.
Struth wanted to sign him for Rangers, but Willie Malley beat him down to Grangemouth and signed him for Celtic.
Right. Right, okay. So, well, you can be... listen, see if you want to just accept you're half a Protestant, we'll just move on, right?
Well, no, I'm not accepting that. I was brought up a Catholic. I went to chapel. I done my first communion. I done my first confirmation. I done my first confession. I've done all that stuff. The schools I went to an all Catholic primary school. Went to an all Catholic secondary school.
We don't know those things. Did you do the priest?
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Kev. It's all right. Listen, Kev, it's cool. Nothing will change. Right?
Do you know what? I wish I'd never opened my fucking mouth tonight. Because I'm never going to live this down now.
It's not to live down, mate. It's just fact. Just deal with it. Everybody's comfortable apart for you.
Be proud.
What?
Proud.
It's not a bad thing, Denzel. Alex has enough.
He's had enough. He's seen the bullying I'm getting.
Right, is anybody getting sensible they want to talk about before I wrap this up? Because they need to get busy. It's 9:15. You in a huff, Kev?
Aye, I'm in a huff.
What's up, son?
Can't believe it, man. I come in here to talk to my pals and talk about up and coming events and what we got to do to support each other. And all I've done here is fucking Shanks has come up here, caused carnage, and now I'm just getting ripped apart.
Right.
Standard.
You me?
What?
Craig started it, wasn't me.
You came up and started it all. Talking about your flags.
Oh, right, so he's got a granddad that nearly played for Rangers when they had a no Catholic policy. He's got a red Honey Ulster in his house, right? He loves a Union Jack, and he's a unionist, right? Honestly, Kev, you're a bigger proddy than most proddies I know.
I'm not, do you know what? I'm not even biting anymore, right? I know what I am. And I can accept that. Now, if you can't accept me for who I am, then there's nothing much more I can say in that front.
I even like you more that we're finding out what you really are, right? I'm comfortable with the whole thing, right? You're even more desirable than you were 20 minutes ago, right?
Aye, to Shanks will be away telling her laddies, it's all right, he's half a proddy, I'm good.
Aye, Uncle Denzel's cool, right? He's back on. At least you can go and visit her now and walk up the Shankill Road and not get stabbed. Right? You're all right, Kev. I'll get you into Rangers Club before the week's out, right?
No, you're not.
Oh, dear Lord. Oh, God.
Oh, well, man.
I needed this last night because the world's shit. Thank you, boys. That was so funny. Sorry, Kev, you didn't
funny,
but it was funny.
Do you know what I love? I just love good banter. And it's all good fun. It's all like happy dribbing.
It's all
and
innocent.
I don't mind that, man.
It's all innocent. But yeah, you have changed, like your relationship.
Oh, go kick her. That's carry on.
Nori says we've got a catalytic converter.
Oh, Nori. Oh, that's brilliant.
I'm the Billy Graham. I'm the Billy Graham of the 2020s.
I still think he's one with that's Kevin in the corner. That one's funny. That's going to be the line of the night. That was brilliant.
No, there was another really funny one. What was that? I forgot what it was. It was an absolute nailer early on.
No, I'm going to go with that one. Changing his religion.
That was good. Like, I'm going to need to go back.
That was top drawer banter right there.
No. And it was Snorri as well. That was my favourite. It was Snorri as well. Cave wears a half and half scarf to offer. Imagine you get battered with everybody with that, wouldn't you?
Aye.
Oh, dear God.
Norrie's been brilliant tonight.
I can't see the comments. I'm going to have to go into my laptop the next time because it's shit watching this on the phone.
Oh, funny. He had a cracker as well. I need to go back. He just reminded me. He done a bit of a nailer. What was his comment? It was funny, man. I think my stomachs were turning inside out. Tilly, somebody just texted me. Kev's changed his religion.
Right, Tilly.
It's all over X.
Oh, brilliant. Was it that one? No, I'm sure Captain's Corner done another one.
We'd be getting business with this, Craig. The conversion therapy business.
There's something going on with that Stevie character, man. He's just disappeared right out the continent, isn't he? He's like, I'm out of here.
We're going to have to Google.
I think the starry top banter of the night's got to be Norrie. Norrie's banter's been absolutely fucking spot on.
Norrie wins a second-hand vape for his efforts tonight, right? And a half scarf, right? We'll get him a half scarf. Right. Oh, brilliant, man.
Second-hand vape. Oh, brilliant.
Partially used vape. Right, there's plenty of puff in it as well. There's about a couple hundred puffs in it yet, Norrie.
As you take another puff out it.
Aye. Oh, brilliant. Do you know what will happen next week? Kev, you'll be one of these and you'll have changed your religion again. Right? You'll be one of them Muslims, right?
I'll tell you what, there is one thing you'll never see me wearing.
The following week he'll be wearing a wig and lipstick.
You had that on in the car to Manchester. You had that in the car to Manchester. Stop telling lies.
Oh dear.
He's got to get a half and half scooter, look. That'd be a class, wouldn't it? Rangers badge on one side and a Celtic badge on the other. It's alright, Kev. We're here for you, my friend. Right, we're here for you.
I can talk you through it.
Did you not say you were shutting this down?
No, I'm waiting to have really took the piss out you.
What do you mean, really?
You need Stevie back in the room. He's got to see him there. He's got to come back. Come here, Stevie, right?
He's away. He's gone. He's seen the ribbon I've taken right, and he's like, I'm not taking any part of this. I'm out.
Let the fight, right? He's hold for him half and half scarce before I get a pally salt tire all day long and I'm at him. Are you sure? Right, come on, fight for we might be able to solve your problem, right? Oh, brilliant.
To be fair, I actually agree with him. I would do the same.
Well, there you go. That's the Protestant thing.
I would have actually, I genuinely would wear an all firm half and half scarf before I would wear a half and half fucking salt iron, that fucking flagging Narnia.
Flagging Narnia. Right, I'm going to need to go because we're not doing 2 hours. I can't do 2 hours. I'll end up here to about 10 o'clock. What's the longest we've done? I think we've done about 3.5 one night.
No, we've done longer than that.
You have to shut it down. I can't laugh anymore. My whole body's sore, for fuck's sake.
There was a night you done about 4 hours.
This one's the best ever.
It's been a good laugh.
Anyway, Kev, anything you want to talk about?
No, just for anybody that can get their way to Aberdeen on Saturday, get there. I would like to think if there's anybody that knows anybody that's had the Dundee and the Perth protests, maybe have a word with the organisers and see if they can maybe do it a wee bit later on in the day and head up to Aberdeen for a couple of hours and show a bit of solidarity and a bit of unity. I know that's maybe a tall ask because I know these guys are really hitting it hard now as well because of what's happening in their cities and towns. So I do appreciate that they are trying to obviously take a stand, but I think it's that if the SNP is going to be at a certain destination, then I think it would be the more numbers that we've got there to tell them how much we absolutely fucking loathe them, the better chance we've got of getting heard.
Yep.
Guys, do you think it would be reasonable to do this? Right. Obviously London was massive, right? But you can only fit so many people in a certain place. Do you think it would be possible in the future for Tommy to do one that had like a big screen in the biggest cities in all 4 nations? So that people...
you would probably see the planning. Well, you think about the planning. You think the planning that's involved in doing one.
I know, but saying that, Tommy has contacts in every one of the big cities who are always at his rallies. So they, like Richard Inman could do over here. You could do over there. Craig, I'm putting you forward. And then you could have like Dan from Voice of Wales, doing Cardiff or whatever.
I think if you imagine though, right, the impact it had with that many people in London, if there was ones in your own city, in your own part of the United Kingdom, and you were to go to support that one, then there's far less people in London because I reckon a fair number were outside London that were at that, if not the majority. Anyway, Kev, I think Norrie's got a question for you because he's saying, tell my fellow Protestant I'll speak with Perth.
Kev, let your mates know if they're looking converted, just come to me and Craig.
That's brilliant.
Oh dear Lord.
I'm yawning and I've got graft today. Right, folks, so I'm going to cut it off now because I'm proper jiggered, right?
Jiggered?
Jiggered.
Like knackered? That knackered?
Knackered. Yeah. Yeah. Too much flex. So thanks very much to everybody that's come up and kept me company. And everybody that's been in the chat. It's been good fun again. And I'll know probably more than one. I'm away tomorrow night up to central Scotland. Thursday I'm travelling down to Newcastle for a flight out early on Friday. So, and I'll be away for a week. So it'll be at least 10 days before I can have... What, sorry?
You go on your happy holidays?
You see?
I say, are you going? You're going on your happy holiday. You deserve it.
Sure.
You definitely deserve it.
Thank you. So I'm away for a week, and then so it'll be at least about 10 days before we can even have one. But I'll try and get back into the habit of having at least one a week because it's good fun. And a revelation, I mean, what we're going to find out about Kev next. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely nothing.
He's a woman.
Absolutely nothing.
He's a woman.
Do you know what? I'm never going to open my mouth to tell you anything again.
He's half a proddy. Everybody knows he's half a proddy.
Did you not say you were shutting this down?
No one told got you crying. We need to get you in tears, Kev, before we turn. Have you got anything to say, Kev, before we shut the room down? The confessions you want to make, or are you past the confessions now?
There'll be no further confessions from me.
You don't have to do that, Nigel. Have a Protestant.
I would try to sharply say something, but I keep getting interrupted. But I've got no further confessions, Father Craig.
There's something else that you need to remember.
What?
You don't need to worry about purgatory anymore. Something else you don't need to worry about, son. Well,
I'm going to the big fire anyway. It wouldn't regardless of what religion I'm.
Right. So you're only getting a wee fortnight?
No, I'm not going anywhere.
Purgatory? Right, okay. I'm disappointed with that, Stevie. He's hiding something, isn't he?
He certainly is. I need to go digging on that one.
Out. I'm gone, man. Right, guys, it's been emotional. So, unless you are the type of person that's been hiding your religion for all of these 40, 50 years on this planet, then not you, but everyone else, have a great day. Cheery bye now.